so here we go with the start of this fight. I'm anxious, man. What a matchup it is, and it's going to be interesting. And it's going to be interesting to see who has the upper hand early.
It's going to be difficult to find out how this plays out, right? Striker versus well-rounded fighter. Who's in trouble? Big punch lands over the top. How's he going to follow this?
Both fighters throwing heat now. Oh, really using his reach advantage there as he lands the punch, DC. Oh, he lands the Superman punch. How about it? Just out of range with that right hook. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense?
Look at those weapons. Look at how he uses his knees to the body.
Both guys throwing potential fight enders here in the early going. Joy gets caught with that punch. Man, he's just got a great feel for the striking realm early in this one.
The timing is on point. He's doing a great job of mixing everything up.
Oh, and he tags him with the straight hand there. Beautifully done by Albu. Oh, and potentially a critical takedown here. Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC.
He got his foot on the hip, and now he's throwing up a triangle attempt. He's going to try to move his left arm across to get pressure on the choke. He needs to push the arm to the side. Get his head against the mat. Now watch, as he goes to the finish, watch his chest go to the mat. He goes flat, all the way until he might have got it with a choke.
Wow. Side control now, and certainly I would think more offensive options for the bottom fighter than in the half guard.
Absolutely more offensive options, because now you can just start to get away. You can just go to a wrestler stand-up. Get to your knees, post your hands, don't allow him to get his hooks in, right? Really be aware of the hook. But get to your hands, stand up, fight the hands, break away and escape. But it's so much more free-flowing in the half guard in the side control, because all you need to do is just get the opponent's body up, because his legs are just free to move. His legs are not controlling anything. His legs are just free, so you have more freedom to use yours.
The Korean Superboy gets caught with that punch. Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. Well, he's always on the counterattack, but a nice leg kick there by the Korean Superboy. Single collar tie now. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes up.
Big powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range. Look at him drive his shin into his opponent's body with that body kick.
Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue.
When you're in a clinch, you can pull down on the head and land these beautiful punches to the head. Look at him working at trying to shut the liver down.
Oh, really making good use of his reach advantage as he lands the straight punch there.
Nice strike.
Albu's lower jaw does not look good. I don't think it's broken, but starting to show some obvious signs of swelling. Mixes it up nicely in terms of staying heavy and also staying active. And both guys really throwing with authority. Identical twin. Two is better than one. You might as well double up on the jab. He did so effectively there.
Doubling up on the jab, and you see his opponent's head popping back every time it lands.
All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back.
Now he has a headlock trying to pin his opponent's back down flat onto the mat. Look for him to transition to an arm triangle to try to chase the finish.
the horn at the end of the round. How about this fight, folks? You see, he was nearly caught in a submission there right at the end of the round. Saved by the bell. So back to the stool. Mentally probably not in a great place here. We'll see if he can recover and get himself back into this fight. All right, now we check out some of the action from that previous round, DC. How about the display of striking?
Just high level. I mean, you would think that we're watching a K1 level kickboxing match opposed to being in the UFC. Both displayed great technical skills, unbelievable striking.
Listen, your kicks are working.
Are you ready? You ready?
Second round here. Oh, he's had a huge strike right there. I'm not sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
Massive shot that he landed. Great job.
Oh!
Big punch lands through the middle.
All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie. The right hand just misses. And he landed the right hand there. Blocks the shot. All right, single collar tie now. Nice. Position. Well, if you like Muay Thai striking, this might be your moment in this fight as he gets the Thai clinch.
This is a massive moment.
There as he lands, and maybe time to get the bonus checks ready.
I mean, this fight is about done. He's got him hurt very bad with his head kick. Now he has to find one more strike to end the night.
Well, you saw us reference it in the tail of the tape, DC. He's got the reach advantage and certainly made good use of it there in landing that jab. Oh! Well, he's been pretty accurate tonight. He's landed some significant strikes, but his corner's looking for him to mix it up a little bit more and just throw more volume.
Because they don't see too much of a threat. This guy has to have confidence in knowing that when he extends his combinations, he's still safe, but he's also going to be able to land. He's got to be finding that confidence in his mind that all the reps in the training room are going to pay off.
Oh, big knee. Still attached to his body.
The last time I saw an uppercut like that, it was Overeem versus Ngannou, and you know they still haven't found Alistair Overeem's head.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip it.
He's going to start trying to move to a submission here. It looks like he's trying to attack an arm triangle. Watch triangle, watch triangle. There he is, he's moving to the finishing position. Now watch, he goes parallel right next to his opponent.
Nicely done. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. All right, closed guard now. You got to be careful, though. He's got a lot of submissions off his back. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Albu. Just out of range with the big right hand. A little bit.
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Oh!
Oh, nice. Nice.
Well, he was a little bit lackluster in round one. You can't say the same here in this second round. He has really picked up the pace, an uptick in the aggression and the output, and starting to find his range here in the pocket. Well, straight right hand has been a good weapon for him. He misses with it there.
Good punch land.
Combination lands for him. It was hard to see a miss in that sequence. He's put it all together.
I mean, everything is just flowing. He's like in a zone. It's like the basketball becomes twice his size. This guy today is looking at focusments in his zone.
Well, he has certainly found the range and staying pretty busy here on the feet.
He's being busy, but it's also the timing and the accuracy that's allowing him to land so many attacks. Look at that switch knee. Beautiful switch knee.
Pretty significant. Well, oh!
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
All right, great position for him here. He's got the full mount. See if he can get that ground and pound going.
Oh, he's got to get it going, but he can't rush. A lot of times, guys get in the full mount and they rush, they get nervous. They're like, oh my goodness, I'm winning. Reality is, You're winning, but it can change in a matter of seconds because then they can be gone. He's got to drop his hips, be really heavy at the opponent's base, and then just start to work. Make the opponent give his back so that he can try. Now he's going to attack a triangle choke here. Now he's okay. Now he can escape.
Oh, his opponent squirming like a fish out of water now. The ground and pound is on point. This could very well be the beginning of the end.
This could be the beginning of the end. We've seen some really good ground and pound fighters. This young man is as good as any we've ever seen.
And that's the end of round number 2.
Unbelievable. You're mixing it up perfectly. I love what you're doing with your kicks. Keep those going. He's slowing down.
Well, he had a lot more than a puncher's chance coming in. Big knockdown for him in the previous round. DC, talk us through the highlight.
He got in his opponent's face, landed that big punch that put his opponent flat on his back. He couldn't get the finish, but if he lands one more time just like that, he will get the victory.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Well, he continues to land a high number of strikes here, just like he did in the previous round. This is a world.
Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
Back to the feet. Whoa!
That one was going to end the fight.
Sweet.
Back to the feet now. Now goes in and secures the takedown. Albu's lower jaw is extremely swollen now. Choi gets up. He is back on the feet here. Oh! And just like that, the fight is over.
He's done. He's done.
Beautiful shot to end the fight right there. It couldn't have landed much more flush than it did, and I'm not even sure the opponent saw it coming, quite frankly. So, near perfect execution on the strike that ultimately results in the KO here, too. All right, let's get you some replays now. Certainly a lot for our replay guys to work with in the truck. This was a clinic tonight in terms of mixed martial arts acumen in every realm of the game.
A full-on display of all of his skills. He